So, hi everyone, good evening, and welcome to another live stream of Stratego with Bob. I think we're probably going out live now, but if I run the stream a little bit late, sometimes it tends to go a bit funny, so I'll keep an eye on that. Okay, so it looks as though it could be alright. We'll see if people start arriving and if this year now starts going into live feed capture. So that's good. Looks like we're all on form. Everything's running smoothly so far. So we'll just get through this little bit here. And yeah, give me a chance to say hello and hope you're all well. Go through the formalities of today's stream. This will be the last one of the week now. And I've got the weekend off and stuff. I'm going to be sort of doing stuff. I've got the week off next week, so I'm not going to be in to do any like I like to here at the office, but I may try and do something from home next week, but because I've got that sort of time, so we'll see. I mean, I wouldn't like to sort of not do any. It was good to, I think, to do at least one a week. I mean, obviously this week I've done loads for you, I think I've done every day of this 5. I'm not sure exactly. But yeah, I definitely got a fair amount of streams up there for you today, so that's good. And yeah, that should keep everyone going that didn't tune in live as well. Give them a few games to look through. So I wanted to talk about something. I think I've got a couple of notes for what I have been able to sort of review so far. It's not been as easy to review things as carefully as I wanted. So maybe for the next batch of games I'll be able to sort of review those ones better. But I did see a couple of things. One thing I need to be more aware of as well is sort of to go for spaces behind the lakes to test them a little bit quicker if I can, because I just tending to sort of sit back and not do that. These spaces here and here of the opponent, when I've got chances to get in there and test on them as quick as possible, get that done, rather than, like for instance, I've noticed in a couple of games I brought my sergeant up here and then decided to go that way, and then sometimes you're just either sort of running into bombs or whatever, or just run into a captain or a Louis, whereas if I was to attack that way, there's potential for more valuable information on these squares, which is something that, I mean, everyone sort of really kind of knows anyway, but I just haven't been acting well enough, promptly enough on that, I think, and I've been making mistakes going left a bit. So that's something I want to be aware of. And then the other thing, oh hi whoever's come and joined us, welcome. The other thing I wanted to talk about is just to be aware of, which I managed to spot in the bit of reviewing that I did manage to do on yesterday's games, that and now I posted in the forum about it, because it seemed to be an anomaly, and there was another anomaly a couple of days ago where I beat a platinum no, they beat me. They weren't a platinum marshal, they were a platinum captain or lieutenant or something. They were definitely a platinum player, and I ended up losing sort of 15 points. And then a couple of days, or the next day, I lost to a gold colonel, and it was only -8 points. And I mean, it did, it sort of set off alarm bells in my mind at that point, really. I was like, well, how does that work out, that a platinum player beats me? Normally that would be sort of less, -1 or 2 or 6 max, and then with a gold colonel, losing to them, should have been sort of, again, not too much difference, so I couldn't work that out. And then here you'll see on this game here, this was the second game of this stream here, 4th of day yesterday, 25. When I lose that first game here, you can see I end up on 425 score, and then sort of shortly after then, it sort of goes into the game here, and I'm still 425 here, and I start a new game here, and let's see here, you'll see what happens here. I start a new game here, and then it confirms again I'm on 425, and then when you get to the end of the game, when I lose, when I win, it actually then tells me, you know, obviously it confirms the victory, but it says -8 and the score stays exactly the same. So when I saw that, I was pretty shocked, you know, surprised. So I put a post on the forum. Maxosity, thanks Max, has popped by and seen that post and said that, you know, he's had glitches like that as well before, where no change, and apparently it can happen both for losses and wins, so perhaps that'll balance out somewhere, hopefully. Because you know, it's just a bit almost worrying really, because you sort of put so much effort into games sometimes. I mean, if that would have happened to me on that game, my game 1 of day 20 on the streams, I don't know how I would have felt about that. I probably, you know, I'd have been struggling to really want to come back and play, to be honest, because, you know, you sort of put that effort in there and to not get anything back. Wow. So yeah, I mean, what I may do anyways, I may sort of see what else happens on that post on the forum, and I see if I can maybe contact one of the mods and see if I'm entitled to get their points back or anything like that. I mean, you know, thankfully this game it wasn't particularly taxing, but still, I have to put a lot of thought into getting wins, so I'd like to be rewarded in some way really for the effort I put in. So anyway, and obviously I don't want to get slowed down anymore on my journey that I'm trying to get to as high up as I can, close to completion of the game. So yeah, something to be aware of there, that you know, if you wonder why that happens, apparently there's glitches in the system. I mean, this is after it sort of froze up on me as well, you know, so perhaps there was server issues or maintenance going on, I guess, and that might have caused it. So anyway, that was that. Those two things that I was able to sort of find to talk about prior to us all starting. Hi Brian, good to see you. Yeah, nice one for making it tonight. Hopefully we'll get some wins on the board today, so I'm going to go straight in here, get it going for you all, and hope for the best here. I'm under okay, Silver Sergeant, so not much experience either, but I'm not going to count my chickens too early. I don't like to do that at all, you know, otherwise I could potentially make things harder for myself than they need to be. But I am excited now. Tonight's games, you know, it's the last batch of games for the week, so I want to sort of go out with a good oh, actually that's what I want to do, send this tweet out, so that's out there for everyone. And okay, here we go then. So what I'll do is test here then first as my opening move. I'm gonna hope that now that's interesting, isn't it? He's sort of done the same move there. I wonder if he's got a kernel and everything set up there. Alright, so we have got captains lurking around. So I don't think it's going to be a case of easy pickings on this player. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a captain, in which case potentially go up there with the kernel. But what I would do, I think, is take it easy, you know. Let's see what he's got. Okay, well, I might take the miner up first. Start going down that way. I mean, I'm going in with the miner behind the sergeant because right, alright, so okay. I think I'll move first with the sergeant, clear this sort of top row out for me. It could be a martial blitzer, you see, so I do want to establish what we got going on. Maybe sort of come in with a miner, and if he wants to attack, he can do. Otherwise I'm just going to sort of go past him testing down there with the miners, sort of chip away at potential bombs down there. Okay, so let me see. That's the way I want to sort of deal with this. Okay, well, yeah, he come down with that captain there, hasn't he? So I think what I'll do is I'll bring the colonel up. I mean, it's unlikely. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll just sort of pass a route out that way. I mean, and that's sergeant, isn't it? So, right, well, I can sort of get a reveal on this then. Oh, okay, so that's handy. I thought, oh, I might be sort of sacrificing that sergeant a bit. Okay, so he's gone that side. So yeah, I think what I'll do, we know that that's a sergeant. Oh, well, I'll go this way because it might sort of force him that. Okay, so he's going to do exchanges. All right. Okay. Well, I wonder if I shouldn't have panicked really, because it looks as though he's got sort of two. I won't risk it though. Okay, so yeah. So okay, well, I could have gone. Yeah, that's a shame. I could have gone with that. So okay, well, what I'll do is I'll move the captain in front of it, try and flush out another scout. He's up now, a sergeant on me. So just want to be careful about that. Yeah, I mean, I should have gone more bold with my colonel really. But let's see. I mean, the way he's sort of playing with his captains are potentially. Yeah, all right. So I mean, yeah, I'm thinking if he's coming the way he is with captains, at least I can sort of go in that way and. You know, there's a potential he's just going to sort of do exchanges, you know. Let's see, I've got a. Oh, right, okay. So he's coming down bold with colonels. So I'll have to sort of try and fake here. See what he's going to do. Try and flush out his marshal. Or even, you know, if he's going to be particularly worried, then he may go with it with his spy, you know. So let's just see here. Yes, I could do with sort of bringing the general now up. Start to get him ready for that if there's an opportunity to strike. Now, I mean, there's also this opportunity here now. Alright, well, let me check that. Alright, so that's a captain. There's also an opportunity potentially for me to sort of work out a way to go in on that with that sort of classic defense style. Okay, so that's alright. So yeah, that's what I want to do, is to flush out his scouts. That will really sort of make things a bit easier for me, because this type of player is one that right, so don't know if that's a colonel. Right, we've got one colonel here. Something got tucked back here. I've already sort of got myself in a bit of a forgetful mode here now. So okay, well, what I'll do is I'm just going to sort of drag this back here and just see what happens there. Bring that one up. And then that way, you know, I mean, if it is a colonel or the marshal, then you know, there's a potential then that I can sort of drag one back, or at least, well, I've got to be careful if it is the marshal, because obviously then my general could be pinned down that side. So I mean, is he likely to be bluffing here? I suppose I've got to go up and test a little bit at least. What's the advantages here at the moment? Well, he is upper captain, so I don't want to be too bold with that. Everything else other than scouts. Okay, right. Alright, so yeah, it's this situation with captains now, so I need to be aware of that. Let's try and maybe sort of get this one out of the way as well now. What's that coming there, isn't he? And it did come off the third row. Oh, right, okay, so that's his marshal. Wow. Well, there you are. You see, this is a perfect example here now of where this scout has really come in handy on this back line, because now it's given me an opportunity to really sort of try and sort of develop my game now around that. So here we are then, guys. We've got a marshal and a colonel now. So this is a moment now I've got to be careful. Now we got the general as well. Right then, so I've now got to sort of obviously do a realistic bluff, and I can realistically sort of start coming down this way. He's probably got a captain there, yeah, okay. So, alright, so hold on then. So the marshal is this one. Yeah, I've got to be careful. Work out sort of the best way here. Because he's obviously going to be looking to sort of pin and stuff, and I don't want to give away my stuff. But what I can do is potentially sort of lead him a dance now. That's probably another captain again, isn't it? So I guess, yeah, I need to sort of get the spy into place now. Be a bit cautious here. Start to sort of work out some sort of defense here now. He's obviously got scouts still in play, so I don't want to get scouted out. I don't want to do moves that are going to reveal everything, and give everything away. So I want to sort of be in a position where I can sort of, I mean, I'm a bit concerned that now this spy is sort of because it's sitting right in front of that marshal, it sort of could give it away a bit, so I just want to be a bit careful. And I mean, I want to try and now, I guess, I mean, that's likely to be a captain again, so alright, let me get this out. Alright, so we've got a first bomb there. Right, so I do need to be very, very cautious. We've got this marshal here, we've got the general here, and we've got a colonel here. I don't want to lose track of things there like that. And we've probably got a captain there, so how am I going to get this out here? Alright, well, I do I guess it could be a kernel as well. I should just go for it with the alright, so you're now going that way, so I guess I've got to, yeah, I'm gonna have to sort of go back, maybe tuck this there, see if he takes the bait that way, thinks that I've got my spy this way, and he might come this way, you see. Oh wow, okay. So, so I have to sort of, yeah, I'm going to have to just move my general out because I don't want it revealed without a route out, that's for sure. And he can sort of cause a lot more damage around that way. I mean, I'm hoping he'll sort of come on this one. And then, yeah, if the worst comes to worst, I can come down there, tuck it away, get that with this. But I'm hoping this is either going to come down again, you know what I mean? That'll be real jackpot time for me if you can't resist that. Alright, okay. So, yeah, I mean, he's thinking that it's that way, and he's so. Well, I gotta sort of go this way, I guess. It's a shame here. I was hoping he would have gone the other way. I've got to try and maybe get this scout up here to protect against anything. A scout coming in here now. Or even the colonel, I guess, could come there. Actually, yeah, I should have moved this scout over. Okay, so he's now given me that. So that's alright, I can take that. And if the worst comes to worst, I can come back down. Jackpot time, guys. He could not resist. He could not resist, could he? So I wonder if we're going to get an immediate surrender here now. Now, okay, so that was the colonel there. So, well, I can come back up here now, can't I, and sort of look to do that. And now he looks as though he's coming charging down there now as well. Yeah, wowza. Well, he could not resist, could he, eh? Could not resist. The little bit of patience that I exercised has totally, now he looks as though he's coming. Well, and this could be a colonel, but I doubt it. No. So now he looks as though he's coming down here now with this colonel to try and do something. But that probably is going to be the next bit of fate for him. So, alright, well, I can try and close on him, I guess. He has got his spy still, so I mean, I'd imagine this is his other colonel. Alright, well, if he's going to come down that way, I mean, it doesn't matter really if I what's the situation on majors? Yeah, I mean, I could do with getting a major. I'm just thinking what's the best way, because I obviously don't want to leave him to come in. Alright, so yeah, I mean, this could be a colonel coming in now, so I'm just going to sort of tuck this one back in if he wants to chase down or lotto. I mean, the stuff down there is not the end of the world. I'm imagining that that's what that is a colonel. We got one there, yeah. Alright, so he's lottoing. So, alright, well, so yeah, I mean, what I can do is just take this out of the way. I mean, if he wants to sort of come down here now, He can do. Hopefully I've just gone to sort of, he might, I mean, if he goes down, that would be perfect. Yeah, oh wow, wowzer. So we really have had a lot of luck here. My triple trap there, that's worked a treat there now as well. So I mean, I can even sort of recover. Oh, right, okay. Alright, well, I won't worry about him for now then. I don't need to, because if I sort of go back a bit, then alright, that's going to let him out though. So alright, well, I can sort of come in this way. I mean, if the worst comes to the worst, I'll do an exchange. I'd like him to sort of go with something for this, really. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm going to get his other kernel in a moment anyway, so there's no harm done doing that exchange. I'm not that far behind. I'm not, I don't, you know, I'm obviously got the advantage and I can defend. So we're all right. I think we're all right here. Let's see. I think we're going to quit after this probably. Yeah, so that's good. This is going well for us, guys. Very, very well for us in this one. And now we can sort of look to pin everything now with my kernel and my general realistically. Just try and stop anything coming over the other bridges. Sort of just, I mean, I don't want to sort of lose majors if I can help it. We've got two things moving down here now. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying this one, everyone. Brilliant. Yeah, all three of you, good to see you guys. This has been a very positive result so far, a positive game so far. So yeah, we're doing very, very well here. I think, you know, he's just basically being a bit too aggressive there, and you know, I'd have to say that luck was on my side there. So alright, so what we got going on here? Alright, so that's a minor. But yeah, I must say I definitely prefer these type of games, you know, where things are a little bit easier for me, less of a headache. It does a better feeling all the way through, you know. So okay, so alright, well, I mean, you know, the position that he's in at the moment, I'd be a bit careless to lose anything here now. I mean, what I should potentially, well, I mean, even if I sort of start going in for exchanges on majors here, it's, you know, that's a sensible way here. Just don't lose anything unnecessarily. Yeah, that's all right, because then we can sort of chip those down. Yeah, and just sort of block everything else that's coming. Sort of pin him. I mean, this could be another major in any way now, and then we just sort of come across now this one. If it is another one here, then we can just sort of cover that, so that's all right. And then we may have them all done and dusted straight away then. But he may sort of sense the writings on the wall here. Oh, there's a little crafty one for you, eh? Lucky I didn't get a misclick there. That's a little, yeah, I was going to say, I wonder if that's a little final blaze of glory there to turn the tide for him. So okay, so we've got 10 there. We did get plus 10. And okay, yeah, I'm going to check every time now on this, because I wonder, I need to sort of double check all my, because when I reviewed games, I don't always look at this carefully. I mean, a lot of the games when I've played, I have actually made a point of talking about that anyway, so I don't think that anomaly's been happening to me too often. But I, you know, obviously noticed it yesterday. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying that there. You know, that was a very satisfying victory there for you guys. I mean, where are we there? 20 minutes. All right, well, let's go straight into another one then, because, you know, that was reasonably quick, wasn't it? You know, I hope you enjoyed that one. I definitely feel nice and calm and composed with my gameplay today, so that's something that I definitely need to be doing. I definitely felt as though I played a lot better yesterday than I did the days before, and that game certainly was a continuation of that. I mean, I'd like to get a nice batch of 4 or 5 streams, well, 3 or 4 streams today with several games and all wins. That'll be brilliant, especially you know, with the kind of amount of losses I had on the trot. I didn't count how many on the trot I had, but I, you know, felt like I had half a dozen, I think. So it'd be nice to get half a dozen solid wins under my belt today, to end the week on, you know, end the week on a positive note, and make sure that I come back the next time sort of confident again as well, you know. So yeah, welcome any newcomers that may have joined the channel tonight from Twitter, from my Twitter tweet. If you haven't already subscribed, please feel free to do so. I'm trying to hit 50 subscribers before Christmas, so even if you're sort of not watching live, or you know, you haven't come today through Twitter, then anyone that checks out this video, please subscribe. It would be much appreciated. And as I say, I'm trying to get to 50 before Christmas. I think we're on 39 at the moment. Wow, okay, gold captain, eh? Well, hopefully I'll get the relevant points if I do get a win, and that's quite a cool name as well. A bit of Star Wars, tip there. So we go again, we're going straight in here, and we're going to go with our tactics that are working reasonably efficiently for us. This will be a good test of whether it's going to sort of work against you know, high player there. Gold, what's it, gold captain? I can't remember exactly what it was. Gold captain, I think. So yeah, it'll be good to test the skill of this setup against them, and it'll be interesting, even if it doesn't go to plan, to review and look at what was done that made it go wrong, you know. Because I'm sort of getting even more confident with this now. I mean, that was lovely there, that game, the way that they came in. Okay, do I want to sort of test that with a scout, or do I just go with the captain, I wonder? I think I might just go with the captain on this one, because, yeah, I mean, it could be a Marshall Blitzer. Oh my goodness me, he is a Marshall Blitzer. Oh dear, oh dear. I wonder what we got down there. Oh dear, well, I mean, if we've got a miner down there, then I'm going to have to sort of take him. Alright, okay. So, just going to have to try and do what I can here. Wow, he's even coming in down there. Well, I mean, if I move that one, he might sort of chase that rather than go for that blind, you know. Oh no, but now he's potentially sort of going to go for it based on the fact that that's a bomb, isn't he? So I better move out, try and salvage. And hope, because this is going to be tricky for me to get out of here. He's, you know, he's potentially sort of going to, I mean, this could be a general now. So okay, well, yeah, I mean, he's sort of potentially coming in. I guess I've got to check this if it is the jet. No, alright. So okay, well, this is going to be very, very sort of very worrying to a certain degree. I guess I've got to move my spy up, have an iron sort of fake, I guess. And then maybe sort of just move out now here. Go that way, I guess, out the way there. So, shame here, because I mean moving that now out of the way is not really going to work. I mean, I've got to try and sort of pretend that I'm moving everything out here. If he's going to come in with a miner down there, I mean, there's a potential for me to sort of, because he might come in. Let's see. So, well, I mean, he's now going to look to sort of do that, yeah. So, I mean, what that'll do is that, I mean, I've got to sort of go that way and just try, and I mean, I've got to hope that he hasn't got a scout there. Alright, so he has, potentially. In which case I'm going to have to defend, yeah, with this. Oh dear. Oh dear. He's probably going to have me full aware of the 2 square rule. So, well, I'm going to have to go down a kernel. So that's a shame. There's not much else I could do. I mean, had to kind of go up with the spy there. Well, I need to sort of get, I mean, there's potential, obviously that's going to be the general now. Oh, I think I tested that, did I, as a bomb? I feel a bit sort of on shaky ground here. Right, well, no, I shouldn't have sort of done that, I don't think. I mean, one of these is going to be the general, isn't it? So let's see what else we got going on. My only chance is going to be sort of by conquest now, I guess. You know, on numbers. Oh, sorry, so I've got disconnect on the internet. Sorry about that, guys. This could be potentially the general. Oh, well, I think that one must be the general then that he's sort of defending with. Sorry about this, guys. The internet going down. Yeah, that's it, Brian, isn't it? That triple trap does seem to be effective. I might coin that phrase there on the game. But this game isn't going as well as I'd hoped. It's always a bit of a disaster when the Marshal comes blitzing in like that. I mean, it was unfortunate that he just came in so bold like that. I've often thought about putting the spy there, you know, instead of that colonel, but there's that one move at the start where the scout could come in. But I'm wondering if I need to get the spy in that position as quick as possible with plenty of cover. Oh. Why can I not reconnect now without the graveyard? So I mean, he's basically up. Well, he's up the colonel and 2 captains on me as well. Oh. Oh dear. Okay, well, I can rejoin, can I? I'm probably going to lose the graveyard though. Yeah. So, oh, so I can't really even remember now. I mean, I did defuse that bomb, didn't I? So yeah, I mean, I've lost the graveyard as well, so it's going to be difficult on this game to achieve a great deal. Alright, so yeah, I mean, he's sort of potentially coming in with his general down there, this one. If I can sort of go for anything else, and sort of lead him the other way. mean, he's probably going to look to sort of come in and find out where this general is anyway. So I might have to sort of just put into my mind that that's the general there, and keep trying to sort of lure him left and right, you know. I mean, he's also got the kernel advantage, so alright. You know, I'm gonna have to sort of face that. That he's probably going to come in for exchanges, you know. I mean, he might come in. Okay, well, oh right, so yeah, he's bluffing to try and, yeah, that's what I was wondering, to establish where my general is, you know. So I mean, if that's his general coming around that way, I'm gonna have to sort of take out his kernel, or one of the kernels. Yeah, I mean, this is probably the general now, so yeah, I mean, that's probably what he's looked to do, isn't it, is to sort of try and pin it so that he can sort of avoid any problems with it. So I mean, essentially I have to sort of lotto. Let's see, I mean, okay, well, yeah, I'm going to try and avoid a miner coming in, and yeah, he's probably going to look to pin, so I need to, I mean, you know, my only hope is to sort of okay, so that was a bomb there, so if I can go in on some of this stuff and just try and lotto, you know. Oh no, wowza. Because, you know, I'm faced with the GG now, really, because you know, I've sort of lost too much material, really. Oh right, yeah, I've even tested some of these already as well now, so I think realistically he's probably got the majors as well now to sort of polish up. Oh, and the kernel, yeah. So, and I mean, the fact that I've lost a graveyard doesn't help. I'm not going to be able to get round anywhere, but I think we had sort of two bombs there and another one there. So yeah, I'm going to call that one a bad loss and have a break. But it's gold player there, you know, -7. I can't remember what we got on the first one. We get +10, so that's all right. Yeah, 425 I started. Yeah. So okay, we got some points on the board in the positive column, and yeah, let's have a little bit of a break. Yeah, he did. He sort of had his marshal there, and yeah, it just sort of, I mean, that's the problem with that kernel. I put the kernel there obviously to sort of defend any big guns. That's just to change that for a major so that it's not as painful to lose, and it can still do a reasonable job for me there. And you know, because I mean, at the end of the day, I'm always, anything that can come in and take that, then I'm sort of coming in, you know, because you sort of get a reveal on it before it gets down there, so then I need to get my marshal up anyway, so I guess it's better for me to put a major there. That might be another tweak to look at here. Just before I forget that, oh wow, what's happened there? All my setups disappeared there. Well, lucky we got it on tape, so we know where I was with everything. Should be easy enough to remember. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that one. Wasn't as good as the first, but challenging nonetheless against gold player there. And yeah, I think, you know, just unlucky there that everything's coming down that left side there. I mean, the fact that that was his first piece coming down, And where did the general come from? It was sort of somewhere over here, then it come down pressing. So yeah, I mean, this is the thing, I don't really like doing exchanges unless I really have to be honest, or I know that I'm going to be in an advantage with them, because I like to use all my pieces, you know, especially my high pieces and key pieces, to sort of strategize with. Once they disappear, you know, you've got less you can sort of bluff with, you know, you can less bluffs that you can sort of play with, really, because, you know, you can't convince them that there's a big piece on the board, or just sort of doing something. I'm just seeing here if my setup's gonna load up again, or I'm gonna have to redo them. Okay, here we go. So let's see. So yeah, I'm wondering now then, we've got the two majors on the back row, and then we've got this one over here. Yeah, but you see, the thing is, I mean, and I'm thinking maybe, you see, this is the one to have the spy there, so if they do come in, but you got that one, if I sort of go up, I suppose I could go up with a scout and then go along. It's just too dangerous there, I think. Perhaps we just do it like that for now. But I seem to remember I did have this kernel here before, and it was bugging me. I sort of moved it here. Perhaps I could have a kernel on somewhere down here. Might be sort of quite effective as not being expected over there. But he's sort of far away. Alright, well, I mean, I'll have a look sort of when we start up, see how I feel when we come back. So okay, thanks for joining me, and welcome. You know, it's a good start, relatively good start, decent gameplay, decent morale, and yeah, we shall come back in about sort of 20 minutes or so, guys. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye.